Jesus said to the Jews, my Father is working until now, and I am working. What about those words caused the Jews such anger? Because they recognized Jesus was claiming the same prerogative that God himself has to keep the universe functioning on the Sabbath day itself. And notice this is why the Jews were seeking all the more to kill him, because he not only was breaking the Sabbath, but he was even calling God his own Father, making himself equal with God. The interpretation given was, well, the Jews were all wrong, and Jesus goes on to correct that. That is not what John chapter 5 is about. John chapter 5 is a demonstration of the absolute unity of the Father and the Son. The Son is not some separate renegade deity out there doing his own thing. And when he says the Son does nothing off heautu, from himself, that does not mean that he is not deity. What that means is he has perfect unity with the Father, and he has been sent by the Father to accomplish a specific task. And thank God he accomplishes that perfectly.
Okay, you want to quickly respond? I have 3 questions, and I want to ask still, and we're really running out of time.
As God, I do what I'm told, he said. As God, according to your reading, I do what I'm told. What sort of a God is this?
Well, because, sir, think about what you just said. You are giving me the only other possibility is to have 2 gods that fight with each other, instead of a son who is doing exactly what glorifies the Father and what he was sent to accomplish. You don't even allow for the possibility of the reading that we ourselves have established from many other sources.
And that he took on human form. He humbles himself, so he is functioning in a certain way and is designated in a certain role here. That's what Philippians 2 says. He stripped these things off. If he didn't previously exist, why did he have to strip off all these divine prerogatives?
But to both of you, I'm hearing a subordinate... as Trinitarians, I'm still hearing you say both a number of times that Yeshua is still subordinate to the Father.
This is the eternal covenant of redemption. The Father, the Son, and the Spirit take different roles in redemption. It's not the Father who became flesh. It's not the Spirit who became flesh. Each takes the role that they take freely in the self-glorification of the triune majesty and the redemption of God's people. So the Son voluntarily, that's why it's so beautiful to see this repeated over and over again. Who emptied himself? He emptied himself. He gives himself. These are all voluntary actions on the part of the Son. He does these things voluntarily. And so he has taken that role. That's a different role than the Father. He subjects himself. That's why in John 14:28, he says to the disciples, if you'd loved me, you would have rejoiced when I said I'm going to the Father, because the Father is greater than I am. He's walking the dusty roads of Galilee. He's constantly under the attack of the Jews who were trying to trip him up. And if they were thinking of something other than themselves, they would have rejoiced when Jesus says, I'm going back into the very presence of the Father. They would have rejoiced at that.
And you see that